Now I'm going to make a birdhouse out of this design, but I'm going to do the mirror technique. That means you need to print out two of the pages, a front and a back basically. I'll show you what I mean. Have a look at this. You've got the birdhouse here. I'm going to make it double-sided. Now you can see you've got the ladybird here on your left, and on this one you've got it on the right. So that's the mirror image, and we're going to stick those two together like that. Now it's a bit difficult to do that when you can't see what's underneath. So you can either use it up against a mirror, up against a window and get the light coming through and just align them up, a bit of masking tape, keep them in position. Or you can use one of these, which is what I like to use. And this is my light box. Fantastic they are. And what I've got here, you see, I just put the first one on there and you can see the image coming through there. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of PVA glue and just put a very thin smear. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on. I don't want too much glue on. And then just really spread that out so it covers the whole area, which you can see through the light box. And we're just going to stick those two together, make sure it's fully covered. It's a thin layer there. And then it's a simple case then of taking your second one, and you can see where it is. You can layer it over the top, and my tip is to hold it and just slide it into position one end, and then just check the other end is all lined up. I can see it coming through there. That's about right. And then when you're happy, you just press that down out to the edges from the middle and just press those two together like that. Just put that to one side and allow that to dry. I've got one here that I did last night and I've shown it's dried perfectly. You'd have to wait that long. Good tip is I like to do it the day before, that bit, and then when it's dry, put it under a book so then it's totally flat. So I've got this next section here, so that one's been done. I'm just going to move my light box. So you've got a choice here whether you want to use scissors to cut this out or whether you want to use a scalpel and a ruler. And because there's a lot of straight lines on this one, I'm going to use a scalpel and a ruler. And there you can see I've cut the bird box out, and it's the same both sides. If you just miss a little bit, like there's a little bit white, I can take my scissors and just trim that little bit off. You don't always get it right every time, so that there you can use on a variety of different craft projects, stuck in a window, hanging down. Use some of the mosaic flowers to go on top of that. There's all sorts of things you can do with that, and that mirror technique you can use with many of the papers.